Alright, hey everybody. It is Easter weekend, Saturday. We're going to do a nice dinner here tonight. We'll have a nice meal at our church tomorrow, and then hang out tomorrow afternoon with the family, enjoying the day, and giving thanks. But I built this little, what do you want to call it, pot filling station off the end of my grow table. And what I'm going to do is, over my shoulder, down here on the edge of the neighbor's yard, I've got a bunch of trees that I overwintered down there. I've got black walnuts, I've got chestnut, I've got red oak, white oak, some apple trees, and some black raspberry bushes that I'm going to pull up, or dig up I should say, and plant, and take you through those steps. I'm going to go ahead and dig these up and get them up on the table and pot them out. And if you look, without stepping on some of the other ones, look at the root structure of these guys. So I've got a stick stuck in here to help hold it upright. But look at these roots since I planted it last fall. Amazing. Let me just look at these roots coming off the bottom here. Alright, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know if that was the number I put in last fall or not, but that's what I dug up, that's what I found. So these are my hybrid Chinese chestnut tree seedlings. These would be 1 year. And you see that I still have the shell on, or the nut on a couple of these. So I'm just going to leave those and put them right into these trade gallon pots and get them ready for maybe sell these this year or hold on to them another year. I haven't decided yet. So just going to pot them up with the soil and let them sit for the year. Alright, so I just put the ones that were pretty much bare root in first. So the rest of these still have a clump. So I'll just put soil in the bottom, put these in, and just add soil around it. But look at the root structure on some of these. Just amazing. Beautiful root structure. So I moved up to these trade gallons, so there's definitely this year plenty of room for this root structure just to fill in and take over this whole potting, this whole trade gallon. And at the end of this year, if some of these don't sell, or if I decide to keep them for next year, then they're just going to have a nice, tight, hopefully not a whole root-bound ball at the end of coming next spring. But I think what I'll do is I'll let these overwinter this year in these, and I'm sure they'll be just fine. That one got a long root structure right there. Okay, you just watched me pot up all the Chinese chestnut trees and the root structure on those. You can see some of them are starting to grow and get good, but these apple trees, some of these root systems are that long already out the bottom. So I'm glad I pulled these this year, and I'm going to pot them up, and hopefully they just take right off and this summer, and we'll see how they go. I might sell some, and I might take some out to the property in my food plot. So excuse me, I'm just going to pot them up the same way I did the hybrid Chinese chestnut, and we'll get her done. Some of you might be wondering where I got these pots. I've got 1,200 of them. Found them on Facebook Marketplace. The farm I went to was actually a very large blueberry farm. So these containers housed 1-year-old blueberry plants that they've taken and collected these over the years, and had an amazing deal for them. So, okay, let me show you this. This is one of my apple trees. I don't know how close I should get. This is one of my apple trees, but look. it's already growing. So timing for transplanting these and putting them in pots, perfect. So I think what happened to these is rabbits came in, chewed them off on the bottom. We also had a lot of snow this winter, and this lower trough fills up with snow. Plus I unload the tractor over there, and there was a huge pile this year. So some of these might have just broken over, but I've got a bunch here that I need to go pot up, and I'll do that next. Actually, there's a whole nother row here. There's the roots on that guy. Alright, now I can take these up and get them potted up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Alright, I have 20 here, but I think the number I remember is 21, so I might have missed one down there somewhere. So we'll find out if I have a rogue black walnut tree growing down here this year or not. And we'll have to transplant it accordingly. So 21 black walnuts. These came off of a 2 different trees that I found out in the wild. And last year they grow good. This is going into their 2nd year. Some of them looks like they got nipped off by rabbits. Some of them did not. That's probably the case with my chestnut trees and my apple trees. It's not in a fenced-in area. That'll change this year. I got a lot of plans for a little driveway nursery coming up. But so I'm going to go ahead and get these potted up, same as I did the apples and same as I did the chestnuts. Nothing different. So black walnut. So these trees are just starting to wake up too. Timing imminent and perfect. All I have left are the black raspberries to dig up and pot. I think those I'm going to do those off camera, but I've got a lot of plans for these plants this year, along with a bunch of other gardening things. Let me show you what I've got. All right, these are my Chinese chestnut, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Then over here are my 8 apple trees. Then over here are my 20 black walnut trees. My next steps are, I've got plans to make a driveway, basically I've got some drop cloth, a weed barrier that I'm going to put down the garden in the driveway here. As you can tell, it's a gravel driveway. Last year my walnut trees all had made their way through the drain holes in the bottom of the pots that I used last year and were going into my gravel driveway. I don't want that this year. So I picked up this winter some ground barrier, some ground cloth, a weed cover if you will, and I'm going to spread that down my driveway. I'm also going to make an arch or a wooden, I don't know, a lean-to thing, because I also have 50% shade cloth that I'm going to spread out and put over here. So all of my plants that I'm propagating, all of my cuttings that are under the table still from that video, and if you haven't seen that video, click right here and you can see the video of me taking the cuttings off of these emerald green arborvitaes. And I think I've got 123 cuttings there and 36 red, eastern red cedar cuttings. And click that link there for that video. But again, this is Matt with M32 Growing Gardener. See you on the next one.